Welcome back to another fun fact episode, this time about JUBIN NAUTIYAL's team member Rachit Garg. And if you saw yesterday's episode, there I asked you to take screenshots of Rachit Garg's Instagram profile. And if you did so, then you know there are country flags in his profile header, which are indicating in which countries he was, where he traveled to and so forth. And after my recent video where I talked about their smuggling of these special substances from Amsterdam to Germany, to my town Cologne, suddenly the German flag that he displayed before was suddenly disappeared. So he deleted the German flag from his Instagram profile. How can this be? How funny. One thing is funny, that he actually forgot then also to delete the Cologne Cathedral from his profile. That's funny. But the funnier thing is, Rachit Garg actually didn't take this photo of Cologne Cathedral, because Rachit Garg and Yash Ingole stayed at my apartment in Cologne. So they were so sleepy, they were staying in bed even after lunchtime, you know, they were still there. In the morning, while Rocky was still sleepy or still sleeping, I actually went to the supermarket and I bought, besides others, 4 bottles of apple pitch, so apple liquor, which I knew that Rocky Khanna likes, and I wanted to give him some presents and so forth. Yeah, that's what I did when all the 3 boys were sleeping at my apartment. When I came back, at some point, you know, the day before, Rachit Garg said he wanted to buy a leather jacket. Rocky Khanna said, is there a designer discount somewhere where we can go shopping? And also Rocky Khanna wanted to buy a specific synthesizer, which I'm displaying here on the screen now, that he wanted to buy. And we have the biggest music store, I think, in Europe, in my city. So that's basically for musicians, that's the place where you want to go when you are in town. So just like a paradise, you know, to see all these instruments and stuff. Rocky was too sleepy, but I woke him up the naughty way. He loved it, I loved it, we enjoyed it. And I said, okay, but one thing, you know, if we don't go shopping, if we don't go doing this and this and this, one thing we have to do is, namely, to go to Cologne Cathedral. That's the thing that you have to visit when you are in the city of Cologne. Rachit Garg and Yash Ingole, they were kept sleeping and then consuming their special substances. And Rocky Khanna and me, we went to the Cologne Cathedral. And you could also see the videos of Cologne Cathedral in Rocky Khanna's story. After we went out of the cathedral, Rocky took the picture that you can see in Rachit Garg's Instagram profile. Rachit Garg didn't take it. Rocky also took photos of me in front of the cathedral. Rocky took so many photos and videos of me in Amsterdam, also in Cologne and other places. He wanted to give them to me the next time when we meet in July. He said the photos and videos are in safe hands and he enjoyed watching them and stuff again. But yeah, as he didn't come, I didn't receive the photos and videos that he took from me and everywhere. And I also asked if I should take photos of Rocky in front of the Cologne Cathedral. And Rocky was like, oh no, you know, when he was younger, he was kind of like a model or something like that. And he said, all the big photographers in Mumbai, they took the photos of me. So he was like, I done it all, you know, I have so many photos of me, I don't need more photos. So he didn't want me to take any photos of him in front of Cologne Cathedral. Then we went to the Souvenirs shop next to the cathedral. He also bought a souvenir of me. I meanwhile gave that to my brother I didn't want to have that souvenir anymore in my apartment, so my brother has it now with the Cologne Cathedral. Rocky has the same, and also some other souvenirs that he bought with Cologne Cathedral for his children. I'm actually wondering if after the cheat and affair got revealed if he threw these souvenirs away or what he did with them, or if he doesn't care. I don't know what, you know, I'm really wondering. So if he's so arrogant or ignorant or whatever, you know. Then we went to a place where like old, kind of like middle-aged houses, medieval houses are. And then it started raining so heavily that Rocky and me, we got so wet, like everything. Like it was half of flooding. I've never experienced such rain at this place. When we got home, I actually was using a hairdryer to dry his shoes, which he had to use during the flight to Dubai in the evening. That's why, you know, because his socks also went fully wet, he left them also here, besides his other clothes which he left at my place because my period blood got on it. Yeah, that was the thing. By the way, the synthesizer that he wanted to first buy at my place in Germany at the music store, he then wanted to buy it in Dubai. I don't know if he then did it. He said it's much better to buy it in Dubai because otherwise he would need to pay double the customs for that instrument. So he probably got it cheaper and more convenient in Dubai. Then you see on Rachit Garg's profile a picture which was taken on the opposite side of the street from the water hall. So there's this brick wall. Rachit is touching a bike with his right hand. And the first photo, or first few photos that Rocky Khanna took of Rachit there, it was only Rachit and the bike. But I told Rocky, you know, there's a sign on the right side which says "Niet parkeren," which means don't park here. With a sign with a bike and a motorbike or something like on that sign. So I said it's like kind of like thug life when you act something against the rules. So Rachit Garg was touching the bike, and Rocky showed then also the sign in the background, and that's what Rachit Garg took as photo for his Instagram. Then you can also see, for example, that photo where it says Viraha. And this photo was taken at Rembrandt Plein in Amsterdam. Here at the cafe, I was sitting basically on Rachit Garg's left side behind the table. I was smoking like a hookah, like a call it in German, translated as basically like a water pipe, you know. There was some fruity flavor. I think Rocky was drinking a Coke. And we're just sitting there and enjoying a bit the place. And it's funny because I think the word is viraha or something like that. It means the separation of lovers. Rachit writes as a location for that photo, which was in Amsterdam at the Rembrandtplatz plain, that it's Düsseldorf. But this is not Düsseldorf, this is in Amsterdam. But Viraha, it fits to the situation in Düsseldorf, what happened. So on the 16th of May, I drove Rocky Khanna to Düsseldorf airport with the 8 big suitcases also of JUBIN NAUTIYAL. Rachit Garg and Yash Ingole already drove to the airport with an Uber, and I was there with Rocky when we arrived at the Düsseldorf airport with my car. Yeah, and this was the separation of two lovers, at least how I felt as I loved Rocky. And you know, the moment I kissed him, I hugged him, and I was like, the moment you leave, you know, I miss you. The moment you leave, I would have loved to do what we did, like every day, every night, until the rest of my life. and that's what we wanted to do, Hamesha. But yeah, for me it was then, okay, but it's just like a separation, or just we will see each other soon again in July. That's what we wanted to do. That was planned, that was arranged, agreed on. So yeah, but it's funny that Rachit Garg wrote that about Düsseldorf, like thoughts, and yeah, so that's the story about that. Yeah, and then you also see another picture of the Bourbon Street Club, where the live music is also played, from the 23rd of April. There was also the time where I was sleeping with Rocky at the ITC hotel. You know, we kissed so much. Actually, Rachit Garg or Yash called Rocky and asked if we want to go out for live music with them. And I was like, you know, because Rocky kissed me so much and had this little beard, my chin was sore and his lips were swollen, because we were kissing so much. And actually not only sore, but you could see that it's red and that we did the things that we did. So I was saying, no, I would like to stay inside, otherwise I need to put makeup on, and also I just wanted to spend the time with Rocky. And the night before he didn't sleep anyhow, and at the time that we had, I just wanted to spend the time with him. So Rachit Garg, Yash, and the team, they went to the Bourbon Street Club and potentially also the Waterhall at that night. But Rocky and me stayed at the ITC hotel. That's another anecdote about JUBIN NAUTIYAL's team member Rachit Garg and Rocky Khanna, Yash, Ingole. The next one will also be very interesting. Did you already see my kitchen? See you in the next video.